What is up, everyone? Welcome back to RT2. Hope everyone's having a great day. So, today is a video that I never really expected I'd ever be making. And I really have, well, my bank account to thank for this, as well as a little store called Killer Finds. They're probably the core, probably. So far, they're the greatest retro game store I've done business with. They're located in Hiram, Georgia. So, if you're in the Hiram, Georgia area, be sure to go check out Killer Finds. Great store, great stuff, and lots of fantastic condition stuff. They're the kind of store that will turn away repros. So, if you want authentic retro games, some even in box, be sure to go to Killer Finds. Also sell, they recently started getting Magic the Gathering cards. If you know that, I'm not really big into it, but if you are into it, you can go get your cards there. They also are going to be able to get their comics in there soon. They have pop figures. I mean, they have Japanese soda. I mean, they have all sorts of crazy stuff, as well as cool memorabilia related to retro consoles. They have Game Boy watches, Nintendo 64 shirts, all that stuff. This is not a sponsored video by Killer Finds. But they're a brand new store that's opened up, and I'm trying to help them get as much business as they can. So if you guys want to go, if you guys are in the Hiram, Georgia area, be sure to go check out Killer Finds, because without that, I wouldn't have been hooked up. And probably one of the coolest things I've ever gotten for the channel. So I've done a couple unboxing videos on this channel already. A lot of you guys know. I did the unboxing of this S-Racer chair. That was a surprise gift from my mom. Awesome chair. I love this chair. I did one pretty much on that case swap for the Game Boy Advance SP. And that brings me into, well, this video, which is partially also related to the Game Boy Advance lineup of systems. So, in this bag is something that is an accessory for the Game Boy Advance lineup of systems. So, you've got the Advance SP, the Micro, the GBA player, and it's something I never really thought I'd own, like, in general. It's something I wanted to get really badly, but even more so in box. So I'm about to commit a cardinal sin in the gaming community and open something that is boxed. Granted, this is not sealed in box. It's in box. But what is this accessory, you may ask? It's probably the single most important accessory for a GBA Advance, especially for Pokemon fans like myself. A Game Boy Advance Game Link Cable. And this is the, well, I can't find the part number on it. It's only one. But I paid $25 for this thing, which I believe is actually a pretty decent price to pay for one of these old link cables in general. So, I mean, I guess because it was used, they sold it at a pretty decent price. But like I said, it is in box. So I'm probably not going to throw this box away at all. And I'll probably use it to store the cable when I'm not using it. So this is the Indigo Game Boy Advance link cable. It has capability to be hooked up to make 4 if you have a second one of these cables. So it is really nice. As well as set to be used for all 3. So it's really cool stuff. I really love these things. I've always wanted one. I have a wireless adapter actually, but I was having a hard time tracking another wireless adapter down. That was $2, which is actually, well, more than what I paid for mine. I bought it at GameStop, also in Hiram, back when they sold Game Boy Advance equipment and stuff like that. I paid 99 cents for it, so I got a good deal on that. But this is kind of going to be what helps me connect my new GBA player, which I'll go over in a minute, that I got for $65 at a yard sale for the set, not just the adapter. That's normal price for the adapter on its own. I paid $65 for the adapter and the disc. So I got a pretty good deal on it, especially since the disc and the adapter combo usually goes for $130 to $160 on eBay. So I'm stalling here. It's time to tear into a little bit of gaming history with this Game Boy Advance Link Cable box. So, I'm trying to be careful because I really don't want to break this box at all. Oh, man. Oh, man, that does not sound good at all. I don't like that sound. But it is very tight on there for... gosh, that scares me. It does not sound good at all. Oh, man, I don't like this. I'm trying not to break it. I'm hearing crackling and stuff like that. It's sad. This is supposedly not sealed in box, but it's definitely sounds like it's sealed. Oh, man. I'm trying not to damage it too bad. And look at me here. It's just crackling away. Oh, my gosh. It's really hard packaging. Like, this is actually kind of hard to get a hold of and pop open without, like, risking damage. Oh, that's a crack. That's wonderful. I'm trying really hard not to break this box, but... Man, this thing does not want to come open without, like, getting manhandled. I guess Nintendo really wanted you to break these boxes up, but I don't want to do that, so I'm trying not to do that. Wow. I'm not weak, but I'm really taking care to not destroy this box at all. Oh, man. Come on. I really don't want to do this. Break this box. Oh, well, it's separated, so I guess that's wonderful. Looks like it's actually already been damaged. So this box is pretty much worthless, but it'd be nice to, you know, keep the box in decent shape. But gosh darn, I can't get a good grip on this thing. Any time now, and it will come off. Man, I swear this thing was sealed at some point. Like, either resealed or something, because it is not wanting to come off at all. Like, this is actually quite annoying to deal with right now. Looks like the box has been manhandled a little bit. Oh, and it broke a little bit more. That's great. How do you open this box? It's like not wanting to come open. Okay, I have to kind of be a little mean to it. I don't want to, but that's the only way this thing's going to come open, it seems, is to manhandle it a little bit. I don't want to, though, because I really like this box. Man, if this thing was actually sealed, I'm going to be really upset. It's got zip ties on it and every twisty ties on it. This thing might have been, well, besides the box is wrecked, might have been new. Even the guy at Killer Finds was like, "Why, are you going to unbox this?" I'm like, yeah. I kind of need a link cable right now for use on that GBA player. The box is separating a lot here. It's not wanting to come open at all. Like, I think you're actually supposed to cut into this thing to get it open, but I really don't want to. I've said that several times already, but it's just tearing apart anyway. Well, guys, it's looking like I have no choice, but I'm going to have to destroy the box of the link cable so it'll come open. Yep, that's at least this thing isn't like brand new. It's just strangely in a box. That doesn't even really seem to have helped all that much. The box just seems to be breaking. Wow. I hate this. I really don't like this one bit. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm sorry, box. I'm sorry, fans of keeping things that are boxed in decent shape. Where's the label? The inside's broken now. I'm trying to like get my hands underneath everything so I can actually try to get this apart without destroying it too much. Looks like I really don't have a choice though, so yeah, this box is toast. Didn't really think I'd get defeated by a Game Boy box. This is Nintendo. For us retro guys, why'd you have to make this difficult? Like, it could have just made a snap release just and the box is open, instead of just making it to where it's a pain. So this thing said it was used, so that's why I'm not too worried about breaking the box. If this was a brand new link cable, I would be concerned. But this one apparently is used. So how it got back into one of these boxes, I have no clue. But yeah, it says used right on the label. They keep their new stuff usually locked up. So that's what I'm going to say about that. This that's my excuse to destroy this thing. As much as I really don't want to. Honestly, if I hadn't paid, you know, a decent amount of money, if it had said new on that tag, I probably would have kept this in the box. In all honesty, I don't know if this thing's actually new, but it's a link cable. It's not generally something that collectors really put high value in. So I'm not too worried about it, but there we go. One even more damaged box later, a cut on my finger. Nice, that's great. And we have a link cable. And I'm bleeding a little bit, it looks like. Oops. Anyway, so here we are. The Indigo Game Boy Advance link cable. it's got these twist ties on it, so it's not terribly long, but it will definitely do the trick to hook me up big time right now, and so I can get well, it's gonna be my main source of connecting my GBA player to my my Game Boy Advance SP, so this will be a huge help. And like I said, collectors usually don't really seem to care that much about Game Boy Link cables. I hate it because I destroyed a perfectly good box from the early 2000s, but we've got one now, so yeah. So I guess without further ado, let's get this thing out to my $65 Game Boy player and my Game Boy Advance SP. And I'm going to hook myself up because I'm currently playing through Ruby on my Game Boy player, and I am struggling a little bit. So I'm going to need some reinforcement from either my copy of Emerald or my copy of Leaf Green, or maybe even my copy of Liquid Crystal, but probably going to bring something over from Leaf Green. So let's get out there. All right, guys, so now we're in my bedroom. We're going to hook up the Game Boy Advance Link cable. I'm going to get my Game Boy out of the pouch here. I'm trying to decide what game I want to do this with because I am going to need to... I'm pretty much using this to help hook up my copy of Pokemon Ruby that I've got in my GBA player here. I'm probably going to eventually... Because this actually was a loaner from my friend Hayden. Really awesome friend of mine. The GameCube is, not the player. The player's mine, but the GameCube was a loaner from him. It's a very sentimental thing to him, so I plan on trying to give it back as soon as I can once I get my own proper system. I do want a Spice Orange one that's been, has that little solder joint to make it a full US console. So, anyway, with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and get the Spice Orange GBA Advance out of the pouch here. If you guys haven't seen the video where I swapped the case over to a Spice Orange system, you guys can go check it out. I've got Liquid Crystal in there right now, not Sapphire. I'm trying to find Sapphire, but so I can complete my Gen 3 stuff minus Fire Red, because that's all I'm missing. So I have a few games to choose from that I've beaten, that I can pick some pretty formidable Pokemon off of. I'm not going to try to give myself something too overpowered. I've got Leaf Green I can go with. Leaf Green is the game I just finished. I finally beat Leaf Green after many years of not being able to handle that game. And also have Emerald, which is the oldest save file out of this group. Like I said, I just started Ruby, and I beat Leaf Green for the first time about, I think 3 weeks ago, a month ago. Emerald has the oldest save file, though. So, I could also use Liquid Crystal. Liquid Crystal does have compatibility with Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald, and Ruby, and all that stuff. So, I think we're going to wind up using Leaf Green, because I want to get some Hoenn Pokemon on my Leaf Green copy, because I don't really have any. So, I'm going to pop out Liquid Crystal here. So, if you haven't seen Liquid Crystal before on the cartridge, this is actually a ROM hack of Fire Red, Leaf Green, but it's a recreation of Crystal version. It's really good. I recommend it. $15 on eBay, I believe, for the one I got, and it's really fun. So, with that done, now we only have one thing left to do, and that's power everything on, in my, well, two things. I need my camera to focus, but I'm going to turn the TV on, get the GameCube booted up, ready to go, and we're going to do this trade on the GBA Link cable. Alright, so now we're on the Game Boy player with Pokemon Ruby. I love the full screen thing. It's really nice. So, yeah, my copy is a little beat up, so forgot I saved it in the Mallville gym last time. I've got it muted so I don't get copyright striked or copyright claimed on this channel, because I'd rather not deal with that right now. So yeah, now we're in the Pokemon Center. I'm going to go ahead and boot up Leaf Green here on the GBA SP. I still haven't fixed the hinge issue I've been having with this thing since I did the case swap. I'm going to be putting out an update on this and the Mac Pro here soon. I've actually already filmed the Mac Pro update. So, Pokemon Leaf Green. Go ahead. I don't even know where I am in the game corner. Me and Hayden, last time I was at his house playing this, we were going nuts on the game corner. So, both were killing it. So, alright, so now is the fun part that I never got to do as a kid, and that is hook up a Game Boy Advance Link cable. So, actually, here's the wireless adapter I have that I got for 99 cents at a GameStop. So, pretty cool, I guess. I'm just going to leave that there for now. So, we've got this end, which I'm going to go ahead, since it's already here, plug into the GBA player. So excuse me for a second while I do that. All right, I got that hooked up. Now I'm going to get the Advance SP halfway closed. Oh, I'm just going to go ahead and completely close it and get into its external port on the end here. If I could. Okay. So, all right, so there we go. Everything went in kind of loose, so I do think this is actually a used cable. It is not right. So let's see, what Pokemon do we have here on Ruby? So I forgot about the Marshtomp. I just played this game last night, and I forgot to put the Marshtomp as a nickname. Only people who are in a gross humor like me get it. So we're gonna withdraw. I'm gonna give my Leaf Green game a Whismer. Because, fun fact actually, I was actually in a Pit Night live stream back in 2016 for a shiny Yveltal on Pokemon, I think, Alpha Sapphire. And that's actually how I wound up with a forget what I was talking about. But yeah, I gave him a Whismer for my I gave him a Whismer for the Yveltal. So go ahead and getting everything set up here. Oh, I hit the wrong button, I think. So, okay, I did hit the right button, actually. So, I'm going to save the game here. Let's save that one. So now it's waiting for communication. So, all right. All right, so here we go. This is actually kind of exciting. I've never done this. So we've got the Leaf Green one. What's odd is it doesn't show red on Ruby. I guess since it came out after Ruby did. So, like I said, I actually don't even know what I have on my team right now in this game, but I really am not worried all that much. I could give myself the Gengar. I'm thinking Raikou. So we're going to give... I need a flying type more than anything. And I could easily give myself Moltres. I don't know why my save file for Leaf Green is Mario, but... Well, I really don't want to go overkill, so I can give Dragonair, Gengar. I could do Raikou or Moltres. So level 38's plenty right now for how far I am in the game. So I'm thinking, what's the moveset on Gengar? So, will it confuse you? That's garbage, but it will do the trick, I guess. So we'll go ahead and trade Gengar over. So from here, like I said, we're just going to trade Whismer over. Well, all right, and yes, down here. Here we go. So I've done a trade on Gen 3 games already. When I did one with Hayden, I gave him an Alakazam on Fire and Leaf Green. So this is the first time I've done this on Ruby and Sapphire. So now we have Gengar on Pokemon Ruby and Whismer on Pokemon Leaf Green. Pretty cool. I finally have a Gen 3 Pokemon registered on Leaf Green and a Gen 1 Pokemon registered on Ruby. So, saving both games. That's kind of cool. So, what I'm going to do here in a second is I'm going to go get the Wingull I have out of the PC, and we're going to give this game a bit better of a hookup. Okay. I could always really cause some issues and give myself one of my Kyogres. From Emerald, because I did use the cloning glitch on it. So, we're going to go ahead and save. Well, I actually saved both games, but yeah, now I have a level 38 Gengar on my version of, for Ruby version. It does not show a Pokedex name. Actually, it does. So I think Ghastly is actually able to be caught in this game, so I pretty much gave myself a Pokemon that's actually acquirable. Like I said, this moveset's booty, so. But it is now the strongest Pokemon on my team, so we're going to go ahead and save here. I am going to pull out Emerald next, so now I finally have a National Dex Pokemon from Gen 3, because if I go down to the Hoenn Pokemon area, I'll just skip through Gen 2s here. I don't really have anything from Gen 2. See, Whismur, that's it. He's as low as my Pokedex goes on Leaf Green, so I could really hook myself up big time here. With this thing now, I could, transfer one over from Emerald to this game. I could use the clone glitch to pretty much clone my entire copy of Emerald. So, yeah, now I'm going to boot up Emerald, and we're going to do something a little bit wild on this game. Alright, so now we're on Emerald and Ruby. So I'm not going to go wild. I wanted to give myself one of the Kyogres I have from the glitch. But I do have 2 Houndoom. And I do need a fire type since I already have a water type on this game. So I'm going to trade over this Wingull here. I already have plenty of Wingull on my Emerald. I actually have my first Gen 3 Shiny that I've actually been able to keep. Because when I was younger, I didn't actually know what Shiny Pokemon were. Except this thing doesn't have a fire type move. That's great. So we're actually going to back out of this and I'm going to fix that. So, oops. Because I'm not about to trade a worthless fire type. Let's go fix that. Alright, so now we have a fire type move on Houndoom here. I put Fire Blast on it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to give this game this Wingull. So there you go. Rock Smash, Roar, Fire Blast, and Feint Attack. Pretty good moveset, I think, for the point in the game that I'm in, and Ruby at least. So, Wingull's trash anyway. I already have a water type and I have a flying type with my Tailo, but yeah, this is going to be a good addition to this game. So, now I've got a Gen 2 Pokemon on my copy of Ruby. I'm probably going to go back and eventually clone Emerald again and get a Kyogre so I can transfer it over to Leaf Green. Because that game's finished, so I don't mind doing that. But I don't want to overdo it here on Ruby. So, both games saving. So this is my another Wingull. I'm actually, before I go to off, I'm going to show you guys my my shiny Wingull. Well, no, not really. Most of you probably don't even care. But we're going to go ahead and cut the trade off here. As well as up here. And there you go. So, all I said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just really wanted to show you guys this Link Cable in action. This is actually really cool. I'm pretty happy with this. I've been wanting one of these since I was a kid when I first got Pokemon Emerald. Because I had Emerald and Leaf Green. Those are the 2 oldest games in my collection that I've had the longest, at least. Not oldest as in age, because this guy is by far the oldest with the 2 games I have on it. But I had Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald at one point, and then I or they were still possibly, I don't really know, pretty sure I more likely lost them when I went to Washington, D.C. about 2007, 2008. So I came back, bought Emerald again. I don't know if it was 2007, 2008. It was 2006, maybe. I don't remember. I think it was before I was diagnosed. But I had Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. This was before I had a DS, so it's probably pre-2007, so it's probably 2006. But anyway, I lost all 3 there, minus Leaf Green. Ironically enough, I brought Leaf Green. It was the only game that came back with me. So I rebought Emerald brand new, and then I bought Ruby a couple years down the line. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I've been really wanting to do this as a kid, and now I'm finally able to do it when I'm 20. Thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, everyone.